from UFOB from Lopes Mulder, if I'm pronouncing that right. Diana, in your research on religion and extraordinary experiences, do you see a correlation between ESP abilities and the Catholic concept of I don't
Charisms.
know, charism?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do
hmm
you think the Vatican holds documented evidence of verified extraordinary human abilities, such as levitation, bilocation, or prophetic insight? You've, of course, already talked about that a little bit, but that's the question.
Yeah. Yeah. The Vatican has those documents. Definitely. Whether you choose to believe in them or not, that's another, kind of question. But the charisms, what this person is referring to, are called the charisms of the Catholicism, and you can see these in other religious traditions too. And this is this emphasis on like these abilities that people can develop, like the even Jacques Vallée talks about discernment. So discernment is actually a charism, right, in the Catholic tradition where you have to discern, a situation. There's another way to put it, situational awareness, right? So is this situation safe? Is this a good situation? Is this individual someone who I should not talk to? Is this, sometimes your body gives you indications, uh, goosebumps, the hair on your neck stands up, you just have a sick feeling in your stomach. Like your body is sending you information about things that you're encountering. And so this is so do I think that this these correlate to those? Yes, I do. I think that, we just don't have that way to talk about them anymore because even a lot of people who are religious. Carl Nell talked about this actually. He said, those people who this is during his SALT talk. He said, those people who are Christian or they're believers but they now, they think they believe in angels, but what if they encounter one? This is something entirely different that's going to change your reality. So a lot of people are what I would call like secular religionists, secular Jewish people or secular Christians. I was a secular Christian. I studied Christianity from the perspective that these things happened in the past, if at all, and they were socially constructed and this and that. And studying UFOs took me straight out of that into a non-secular way of being religious. So yeah, so I the terminology that people like Jacques, who grew up in the French culture, very Catholic culture, not now, of course, but still has the culture and uses the same language. So, yeah, he uses a lot of language that Catholics can understand. Um, Discernment, the charism of reading of souls, that would be like telepathy and things like that, having this knowledge that's super normal. But within these traditions is something that is natural. You just develop them through working on yourself. Each of the religious traditions has this idea of a spiritual practice. And if people do those spiritual practices, they gain these abilities.